Good evening and welcome to the school committee meeting of Tuesday, October 15th, 2019. And I would like to welcome Miss Davidson, Mrs. Davidson to the table now that she's back from her wedding and her honeymoon.
Glad to be back.
Yes, so welcome Mrs. Davidson to the table.
The ring is blinding.
It's blinding me as well. I just thought the same thing, so I just wanted to make sure we explained.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll start off with the acceptance of the minutes of the meeting of September 23rd.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Nothing under communications or audience, so I'll head to Dr. Cron with the superintendent's report.
Thank you very much. First, I would like to thank our school nurses who collectively during the month of September saw 3,787 students. Next, I would like to congratulate varsity football coach Nick LaCorey, who was awarded the Coach of the Week from the New England Patriots this morning at Rockland High School. This morning, Andre Tippett, a former All-Pro linebacker for the New England Patriots, presented the award to Mr. LaCorey and the entire Rockland High varsity football team. So congratulations.
So does Nick go up there now, and do they make a presentation to him? I think they do.
They made one to him here this
Oh, just
morning.
here?
Yeah,
Okay.
they did it here this morning. I don't
Did
know
they
if there's
film it or
another one.
anything?
I'm not sure. I'll find out.
Geez, I hope that would be nice to have
Yeah.
on the TV. If we
I know there's
can.
some photos.
I know they usually do that.
Yeah.
I thought the Patriots did it, but it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You got the award. That's huge.
Yeah, it's huge,
It is
huge.
Absolutely.
So next, I'd like to congratulate Principal Michelle Scheifele and the Jefferson Elementary School for being recognized by the state as a school of recognition for the second year in a row. Last year, they were recognized for exceeding targets on the MCAS exam, and this year, they're being recognized for outstanding student growth on MCAS exams.
Great.
So more to come on MCAS shortly. I'll be giving you updates. But they are one of 67 schools across the state
Boy.
that are recognized. So we'll be going into the State House for that again.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Glad to do it
yeah,
again.
outstanding.
That's excellent.
Outstanding.
Excellent job.
Just a reminder to all of those out in TV land and in Rockland that attendance matters. We really care if your kids are in school. We want them in school. Do all that you can, please, to get them to school. That said, it's also cold and flu season. So
If they're sick, keep them home.
so if your child has a temperature of 100 degrees or more, he or she must be fever-free for 24 hours. So that means having no fever without the assistance of Tylenol or Motrin. So that's the rule. If they have a fever of 100 or more, you need to have a 24-hour period with no fever before they can return to school. So we ask you to please honor that. We know that's a tough call, but we want them in school very much, but we don't want them if they're sick.
Right,
Thank
we
you.
want them healthy.
Yes, we want them healthy. Congratulations to the Rogers Middle School Student Council and Rockland High School, who together on September 29th participated in the American Cancer Society's Making Strides Against Breast Cancer of Boston Walk, and they raised $5,700. Approximately 100 Rockland students participated in this annual fundraising walk in Boston. We're very proud of you. Congratulations to Rockland High School, who was recently recognized by the Special Olympics for being a unified champion school, for fostering a socially inclusive school climate that emphasizes acceptance, respect, and human dignity for all students. Congratulations to Dr. Harrison, his staff, and RHS students for their commitment to fostering inclusive ideals. We are very proud of you. Tonight, Jane Hackett, sitting to my right, our business manager, will appear before the Rockland Board of Selectmen. So I'm going to let her tell you a little bit about why she's going there.
Thank you, Dr. Klein.
Jane, I've always wanted to say that.
Jane, here I am.
Jane.
So this evening, I am making my first appearance in front of the Rockland Board of Selectmen. I'm very excited to go, and the purpose of going is to request that they enter into a memorandum of understanding with state agencies and federal agencies in order for us to be eligible to receive reimbursement for our foster care transportation costs. Part of the Every Student Succeed Act requires us to pay transportation to the home, to bring kiddos home to their home school while they're in. They have developed a new pilot program for us to receive 20% reimbursement of up to 20% of our costs. And if we get an MOU done by March 1st of this year, approved by town meeting, then we'll receive 20% of our fourth quarter costs for last year, which is approximately $5,000 net would reimburse. However, it makes us eligible for, if we do it by March 1st of 2020, it will make us eligible for this entire fiscal year's cost, 20%. So which is huge, and the reason why I'm requesting it is because there's a special town meeting in December, and if we can get on the warrant for the special town meeting, they can approve it then, we'll be in before March, and we can collect for this year.
And is there any cost with the town having to do that? So
No.
it shouldn't.
No.
I would think shouldn't be an issue
Right.
with them being on board with that.
Right, so we're very fortunate in Rockland that we have this opportunity
Yeah.
before the annual town meeting to get it signed in December.
Right.
So I've been going
So that works
this
out
evening that was my dry run.
Good job.
Very clear.
I'd approve it.
It's going to save us money.
And there's only 2 articles at the town meeting, right?
So
At
far.
this point.
FinCom needs
Okay.
to meet, I think, and make sure that that's all they
Well,
need.
that's good.
Yeah.
And they're both about the schools, so,
So far, yep.
okay.
Good.
Yep.
Okay, and finally, tomorrow is PSAT Day at Rockland High School. And all sophomores and juniors will participate in this important exam, in addition to providing students practice for the SAT and providing students and teachers with a great deal of actionable data on their academic strengths and weaknesses. Participating in the PSATs first connects students to colleges and universities, as well as scholarship opportunities through the College Board's Student Search Service. It also prepares students for the new SAT, and finally, it matches students with AP courses that make the most of their academic strengths and gives them an opportunity to earn college credit. When I first started in 2012, it was one of the first things that we did, is we instituted PSATs for all students, and we do it at no charge to the student. That does not happen in every district. We do that because we believe in it. I know I feel bad for the kids in some ways. They're looking at me, this guy's getting all excited, and we're the ones who have to take this exam. But I want to tell you, the reason I'm excited is it's as though we're going to send you to the finest specialist in Boston. You have a problem with your elbow, and we're going to send you to the best doctor in the world, and they're going to tell you everything there is to know about your elbow. This test will tell you everything you need to know about your academic strengths and needs, and it will be a tool that, if you use it well, will help you get into a better college and just be more successful academically. So I am very excited for tomorrow. It is a big day. For freshmen and seniors, you don't have to report to school until 11:25 tomorrow, but to all of those sophomores and juniors, good luck and do a great job on that test. It's a very important test, and we're proud of you. And that's all I have.
All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
That was a lot tonight.
Yes.
A lot of ups
Yes.
and downs.
Well, it
and-
was 3 weeks, so.
Well, that's true. Okay, on to reports. Monthly reports for September. Administrators, guidance, nurse, and pupil personnel services. May I have 4 motions?
4 motions.
4 seconds. All those in favor? And school newsletters for October. Dr. Cron just took mine. I was going to talk about the pink out. Thank you. I had it, but he just did it. Yes, the walk, the breast cancer walk, and they earned $5,700. So I wanted to make sure we brought that up, so thank you. And then I'll flip to old business. We're going to request for approval of the Leedy Paul D. Practical Research Planning and Design textbook for AP research. We did the first reading back at, 3 weeks ago, and now this would be time to vote. So may I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Okay. And then the fundraisers. So these are the completed fundraisers. Memorial Park PAC had a movie night, and they earned $203. And they also, Memorial Park PAC had their fun run, and they earned, yes, an astronomical $13,478, which, as being on the chair of the PAC for a few years myself, that is just an excellent, outstanding, astronomical amount. So I'm proud
Whose
of.
2 kids raised 10% of that fund.
I heard about your children.
3 years in a row, the Garofalo girls leading the pack.
Nice.
So,
They tied for second. Some kindergartner
I
came
was
out of nowhere.
gonna just say
They beat it by
that.
$10. I was like, you couldn't give me a heads up? I would have thrown another $10 in there for the win.
so thank you, Mr. Garofalo,
Hey,
and the
we
Memorial
try.
Park PAC. That is outstanding
Yeah, it was a
work
great
right there.
job. And we were actually,
I
it was well run. We volunteered at it. And it was, this system that they used this year has been better than
Right.
the last two.
Right.
So,
I don't think they
better
ever had
vendor.
that help before, right?
No, it was
right.
great. It was actually
Right.
so much smoother and a better track and everything, so.
Good. So, well, it worked out to their advantage, so that was wonderful. Good for them. On to new business, 2019 October 1st enrollment. Dr. Cron, am I passing that to you?
Yes, please. So we are up from October 1, 2018 to 2019. We are up 31 students. 74 of the 2,278 students are school choice, and 33 of these school choice students attend Rockland High School. I feel very good about enrollment, and again, if we were fortunate enough to find ourselves in a position to build a new building in December, then I have no doubt that our enrollment would climb well beyond that.
Right. I keep saying if we build it, they will come. So the total students is 2,278.
Yes.
So I think that's an impressive amount of students here in Rockland.
Yes, it
for
is.
us. So we are lucky to have all of them and that they climb.
Just to say too, the people, the students that come to us from other districts, our experience has been wonderful for the most part bringing them in.
Yes.
Yeah, people should know that because you hear every once in a while some grumbling, and it's not the case. These kids do as well as our kids do. in
Yes,
most-
they do.
yeah.
Right.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Good
I'm
for
all
that.
set with that.
Okay.
Yep, thank you.
Approval for our fundraisers is next. We have girls soccer. We'll have a Chipotle night in October. Girls soccer will also have a meat raffle in October. Class of 2023 will do a gift card raffle in November or December. The class of 2023 will do a chocolate-covered pretzel fundraiser in November and December, or December. Cross Country will do a Chipotle Dining for a Cause night in November. Cross Country will also do a bake sale at parent-teacher conferences in November. The Music Boosters will do a mattress fundraiser in October, and a Rockland Bulldogs hat and scarf in October and November. So we have 8 fundraisers to be approved.
In the pack? There's one for the pack?
Oh, I'm sorry, the daycare pack is doing a Yankee Candle in October and November, so 9 total.
Motion?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
And the last item for new business is request for approval of the presidential primary of March 3rd, 2020 for the school to be closed so that the students aren't in the school while voting is going on in the middle school and at Eston.
I make a motion. I mean, it also makes much more accessible parking for the people coming in
Right.
to vote. So I think it's, we did that last year, if I remember correctly.
I
No, we did
believe
not.
when...
We didn't do it last year?
No.
We thought we should have.
We
last
should have.
year.
Correct.
That's
So
right,
after it
okay.
happened, we decided that we wanted to do it.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great idea.
I can honestly say, as a middle school parent, pickup on an election day is,
Oh.
pickup is a little bit crazy anyways, but now add in the people trying to get in to vote and going opposite way of the regular routine, it just
And
is
then you
insane.
add, I don't want them walking around Eston's
Right,
not
I was just going to say, the
Here
next
you can
thing-
shut down areas, Eston you cannot.
Correct.
My only concern, and I'm pretty sure I said this last year when we talked about what we should do moving forward, is we need to put back to the town to look to other places. We shouldn't have to cancel school, lose a school day when we have to follow the state 180 days. We're now losing a school day because of this, so
No, we're
Well-
just pushing it out a day.
it doesn't matter to me. It's
If
still,
we were
you know
sort
what I'm
of
saying?
more
We were
prepared.
talking about it, and it's like, do you lose a day that we just had today?
Today.
Which
Today
people
would've been
already
the
had
day.
planned?
Correct.
Or do we have to now add a day onto the end of the year, which some people might already have stuff planned? I think when it comes back to the fact that it interferes with school business, that's an issue. And we should really be looking at options here. I mean, there's an empty building behind a church that's got nothing going on in it that all the poles would fit in. So,
What building's that?
Holy Family School.
Yeah, yeah. You could-
I guess that's
With no stairs, you just walk right in on the ground floor, so it's handicap accessible.
If it was available.
So,
Correct. I think that's food for thought. I think that right now, this is what's on our table. Next year, we need to sort of be aware of what voting is up, and then cross that bridge when we get there.
well, I think we should be crossing it
Before we do the
before.
calendar.
Yeah,
Correct.
it should be crossed. It's October. We're going to know poll dates for other stuff already.
I would
Next year,
suggest
we should be
perhaps,
looking at
I
it.
would suggest it might be the selectmen's job just to cross that bridge,
Right,
not ours necessarily.
right, but it's our buildings.
They're in our buildings, correct,
And
but
it's
we're
our
one
schedule.
town,
So
so,
that's my take on it, is we're interrupting the school stuff. So,
okay.
I'd
I
make a
appreciate your
motion
take.
for the March 3rd closure this year for the reasons of the presidential primary.
Thank you. May I have a
second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we'll move on to public service announcement. You can.
Thank you very much. Mr. Bernica just informed me, pertaining to your earlier conversation, that Coach LaCory will be featured on Patriots All Access
I thought
Friday
so.
Oh, there you
night,
I thought
go.
so.
7:30 on Channel 4.
Oh,
Tonight.
wonderful.
Not that I watch it, but
I can tell.
I
Thank you, Mr. Murphy.
Thank you for the follow-up. That was
We'll make
quick.
sure we record that and have
The
it.
expert.
Thank you.
Good job, Bika.
All right. And now I lost where I was going.
Public
service announcements. Maddie?
So I'd like to say a big congratulations to my fellow classmate, Caroline Eli, who was crowned Miss Rockland at our homecoming game. In addition to that, we've had a very successful homecoming dance and breast cancer walk. And now the Rockland High School student government is preparing for Project Pumpkin, which will be held on Sunday, October 27th.
Congratulations to you for
And
being
right,
one
I
of the
was-
contenders for this
Correct.
Rockland.
Maddie was up for it, so congrats, my friend. Good job.
Me?
Mrs.
Davidson.
Davidson.
I think that's going to take some getting
I
used to.
feel like I can't say it.
Yeah.
Mrs. Davidson.
I sound like my husband's grandmother.
I always thought like Mrs. Ronan was my mother-in-law.
But thank you, everybody, for the well wishes. I was off the grid for almost 3 weeks, and it was very nice to be away. I am happy to be back into the swing of things. Today's my
happy to
first
have you
official day back to work, back to school committee, so I'm getting there. I also wanted to say thank you to the Rockland staff, the school staff that sent over counselors to Abington during their time of need. And it's just great to show community support when something tragic like that happens. So thank you. And that's all.
And that's all. Thank you, Mrs. Davidson. Mr. Phelps. That was easy.
Yeah, been saying that a long time.
Had some
right?
time.
A few years of my life.
No, and I know I'm stepping on his toes, but of late, the athletic events in the school have been phenomenal. We've got a football team that I haven't seen athletes like one or two of those gentlemen in many, many, many years. I'll tell you, they're something to watch. This Saturday at Norwell is a big game because if they win there, they win the South Shore League title. That's just the first, I think, of many accolades that they'll receive as time goes along and they get into playoffs and so on. And the other group is the women's volleyball team. What a delight that is. And they're so well coached, and they're such good athletes. It's amazing. And what was the girl's name again that you mentioned that got Miss
Caroline Eli.
Rockland? She's a
She's on
star there
volleyball,
too.
yep.
Oh, she's
Yeah, she's just phenomenal, I heard, yeah. So I thank them and the soccer too. Their boys and girls are doing very well. It's a good feeling. I think we're on a high right now as far as athletics, and not that we're not on other things as well, but the athletics is really pleasing. I enjoy it, and you can tell, I think.
Might show a little. Mr. Garafalo?
First off, with Miss Rockland, Maddie, congrats on being nominated. I sat there and listened to everything about these young ladies that were being recognized, and I am glad that I did not have to cast a vote because it would have been a tie. I think they were all outstanding, every single one of the ladies that were up there. And from involvement to what they do athletically, academically, and socially is impressive, and it's great to see that we have students like that. Mr. Phelps did point out the football team. It does have a special feel that might remind me of 98, 99, and 2000, simply because
You weren't on the team, were you then?
I was.
I was like, this is where this is going.
So it has that feel. No, they have that feel.
Yeah, okay.
They're fun to watch. And then I took a volleyball game. I took the girls to go see a volleyball game, and it was amazing. The girls loved it. And every time I look, it's something about a soccer team, or something about the volleyball team, or something about the football team. And everything that's being said is that not only are they hard-nosed, tough, and hard workers, they're great kids. And if something doesn't, I don't think there's anything that signifies Rockland more than that. Tough, hard-nosed, smart, great kids. And you take a look around, and I watched what I watched with the breast cancer walk and the Miss Rockland stuff and the Unified Pep Rally, and I say, we're doing something right. We have great schools, we have great educators, but more importantly, we have some pretty great kids. And that's what I took. And that's 1 month into the school year, and that's pretty amazing. So that's what I got.
I agree. Okay, on to myself. So, like you're all saying, that we do extra things when we are not sitting at this table. Usually Emily is my cohort at lots of things. Mr. Phelps, Mr. Garofalo, and Mr. Mills. Since we've been here in the last 3 weeks, I attended the Guatemala meeting. I wanted to go and see the parents and hear their questions and thoughts and concerns. Since we did that, it's such a huge take here, but I also wanted to sort of get to know the parents and the students. Mrs. Shaughnessy did an outstanding job. Got to watch a little video. What I loved is everything she brought here, she brought there. She was prepared and had the questions and the answers ready for those parents. And me sitting there, I felt like I knew everything she was talking about. So I had since emailed her and thanked her for being on her game. I have also attended the middle school's Philly trip info night. My son is in the 8th grade. It's a small grade, so there wasn't a ton of turnout there, but he is already talking about it, so parents watch for your emails because that information will be coming from Mrs. Bond, heading to you. I have also attended with Miss Bond at the Middle School Council. We go over we review the activities and the events, and we go over the school improvement plan. This will be my 4th year doing that in the middle school. I did it for 2 years at MP. And this Friday I'll be at the Memorial Park Fall Fun Dance, however you want to say that, as a judge. So get the Garofalo girls, ladies, ready.
I'll bring 6 Visco girls.
Oh, okay. No hint to have them win. So I'll be there. And I just had written down, because I wasn't sure if Maddie was going to mention Miss Rockland, and you guys did, but those ladies were Maddie, Stephanie Beatrice, Katie Buckley, Lara, Glennon, and Hannah Wiley, and of course, Caroline Eli. So congratulations to all of them. So that's where I've been. So I thought you might want to know. I think that's all we have for this evening. So,
Motion to adjourn.
a second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Have a good night. Thank you.